Good evening. This is our last Holden evening prayer. Oh, I know. Just when we get rolling. It's also spring break for the Buffalo School District and the Wayzata School District. So, hey, spring break weather. It's beautiful, isn't it? No Twins opener tomorrow either, so it's one of those weeks. We have a few announcements. If you would still like to be part of the Seder meal on Sunday, we still have spots open if you'd like to do that. Talk to Sue and let her know, because we are in that process of buying the food. If you've never experienced the connection of the Seder meal with our communion service, might be a great time to check that out. So, and the food will be good. Nothing weird. This Saturday, we have a funeral here. It's John Wold's funeral. We'd love to have you come and be part of that, to just be there for Margaret and the family. So that'll be a visitation right before it at 10, and then there'll be a meal afterwards. And then we have Holy Week coming up. So we start with Palm Sunday this coming Sunday, and we're going to have Passion Sunday, actually. We're going to take that twist of it. And then we'll work our way through Maundy Thursday and Good Friday and Easter Sunday. So a very full week coming up. You can remain seated for the bulk of this tonight. Our theme tonight is talking about Good Friday. That's the theme, kind of all these building up to talking about what is this Good Friday that we hear about all the time. We'll be doing that as our skit tonight. Let us begin. And before Sue begins, thank you to our kitchen crew. We had Todd and Sue, and we had Tom, and we had Corey, and we had Caleb, and Don Collier. Nope, not anybody else? Did I miss? I mean, I know there's some people hiding in the kitchen sometimes. Thank you. And we had all those wonderful soups. Awesome job.
Jesus Christ, you are the light of the world. Stay with us now, for it is evening. And the day is almost over. Let your light scatter the darkness. And shine within your people near. May God be with you all. us sing our thanks to God. Blessed are you, Creator of the universe. From old you have led your people by night and day. May the light of your Christ make our darkness bright. For your word and your presence are the light of our pathways, and you are the light and life of all creation.
Let my prayer rise up like incense before you, the lifting up of my hands as an offering to you. O God, I call to you, come to me now. Oh, hear my voice when I cry to you. Let my prayer rise up like incense before you, the lifting up of my hands as an offering to you. Keep watch within me, God, deep in my heart may the light of your love be burning bright. Let my prayer rise up like incense before you, the lifting up of my hands as an offering to you. All praise to the God of all, creator of love. All praise be to Christ and the Spirit of love. Let my prayer rise up like incense before you, the lifting up of my hands as an offering to you.
May our prayers come before you, O God, as incense, and may your presence surround and fill us, so that in union with all creation, we might sing your praise and your love in our lives. Amen.
This is the worst day ever. It's the worst day ever.
Did you hurt yourself?
No.
Did somebody hurt you?
No.
Did someone else get hurt?
No.
Are you going to tell me what happened?
No.
Is the only word you can say no?
Yes.
That's a lie.
No.
Yes, you said that you could say yes, so that means you could say more than just no.
Well, that's just one more proof.
What?
Well, that liars are terrible people, and I'm an awful person, and I've had a terrible, rotten day.
I was trying to make a joke just to cheer you up a little.
Well,
Tell me what happened.
it's so bad I can't even tell you. In fact, not only was it the worst day ever, the most horrible, no good day, but I'm the most horrible person ever.
I get that you may have done something wrong, and that you might really feel terrible, but you're not the worst, most horrible, no good person.
Well, maybe you're right about that, but maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but it doesn't change my mind about today. It was really a horrible, worst, no good day.
Wrong again. I can think of someone who had even a worse day.
Impossible.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody out here. Raise your hand if you've had, like, the worst day. All right? Keep your hands up if you have ever had the horrible, very worst day. All right? Keep them up. And if you've had a no good, horrible, very horrible, worst day ever. See, Jeff, look at all these people. They all have their hands up.
That doesn't prove anything.
Why not?
Because my day is still worse than all of theirs.
Was your day worse than Good Friday?
Well, duh, of course, it has the word good in it. How can any day with the word good in it be a horrible day? Yeah, I kind of... Did I say the wrong thing there? It's Good Friday. What is good about Friday anyway? I mean, you know, it's like when you buy two burgers for the price of one at McDonald's. Is that what it means by Good Friday?
No, Jeff. Good Friday is when Jesus died on the cross.
Well, that's ridiculous. Why in the world would they call it that? I mean, that day was awful. I mean, I can't even bear to think what Jesus had been doing being nailed to the cross. And he didn't do anything at all bad. I mean, he had a terrible day.
Yeah, I know that word good in Good Friday is kind of confusing, but I remember long ago, I was in Sunday school, and the teacher told me that word good actually means holy. So it's really Holy Friday. And we know that we have to sometimes go through hard things for good things to happen. And it was a tough day.
Yeah, not just tough. It was double horrible, double good, double bad, worst day ever.
Triple worst day ever.
Quadruple worst day ever.
Anyways, it was bad, but it did turn out good because Jesus rose from the grave 3 days later. You know, on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that makes Easter Sunday the most wonderful, extraordinary, bestest day ever.
Double bestest day ever.
Triple bestest day ever.
Triple bestest day ever.
And all this talk about quadruples made me kind of hungry for a sandwich at McDonald's, you know? How about we go there? Yeah.
Look at this. I've been saving this. You know what this is? This is a coupon.
Oh, hey, if it was a 3-for-1 coupon, then it'd be the best day ever.
But not the quadruple is best day either, because that is just reserved for Easter.
Yeah. Hey, you want to make it the best day ever?
Sure.
Great, you're buying. Yeah, we have the strange language we talk about in the church about Good Friday, Holy Week. And of course, sometimes it feels weird to celebrate Good Friday. We don't really celebrate it. We really remember it. We honor it. We pause and take time for it. I think the thing that makes Good Friday good and why it's important for us is because it's so relational. I mean, yes, Jesus saves us, but it's because of the relational aspect of that day. And so I want you to take a little moment, and I want you to think about where have you had those moments where it was extremely relational and kind of the sacred moment. Maybe it's you've had that feeling of this sacred, holy day, even if it's a terrible, no good, rotten day. Like maybe you're at the bedside of someone who's really sick, and it's a terrible day, but it's a sacred and holy time. Or maybe you've had moments where you felt the sacred at work somewhere, or maybe with your kid or with your grandkid, or maybe you've had something happen where it just was a really tough day, but you were able to find the sacred in it. Let's take a moment and just talk about that. I mean, we have this Good Friday, which is a horrible, terrible, rotten day. But there's something really sacred about it, and it's that relational aspect. Let's talk about where you see God and those God moments, and if you've ever had those God moments. I know I'm giving you a bunch of stuff to try to talk about, but let's see what fleshes out there, okay? All right, let's give it a shot. Here we go. Take about a minute and a half. I'll go this way. How about you guys? You ever had one of those times? Let me shut my mic off. All right, I hear a lot of talking. I won't ask you to share because I think sometimes that's a little private and you don't want to put it out there for the whole world. But I think, one of the things that makes Holy Week so precious and special is the relational aspect of God. I mean, if not for the relational aspect of Jesus, none of this would really connect or make a difference. And I think every year we do Holy Week. Every year, and it's kind of like, how do we make it fresh and new every year? How do we just not go through the motions? How do we have it be something that helps us have a deeper walk with God? And I think a lot of this comes back to trying to capture that relational aspect of Jesus. What he did Palm Sunday, what he did Maundy Thursday with washing the disciples' feet, the real earthiness of that. What he did on the cross and the sacrifice and love poured out to the world. And if we allow that to kind of do something to us every single year, then I think Holy Week can be brand new every single year. And maybe we allow it to just kind of trickle into our daily life next week and the week after, and we allow it to kind of spark some imagination of how that might push us into more relational connections, more loving our neighbor, more sacrificing, then I think it can be good. It can be the Holy Friday, the Good Friday, every day rather than just that one day. So we start on Sunday. We start the journey again. And I challenge you, I put it out to you to try to make it fresh and new this year. This year we're back inside the building. We get to kind of do all this stuff like we haven't gotten to do in a while. So let's try to find ways to make it relational, to make it new. Then it'll be good. The best day ever. Amen.
An angel went from God to a town called Nazareth, to a woman whose name was Mary. The angel said to her, "Rejoice, O highly favored, for God is with you. You shall bear a child, and his name shall be Jesus, the chosen one of God Most High." And Mary said, "I am the servant of my God. I live to do your will." In peace we pray to you. For peace and salvation we pray to you. For peace between nations, for peace between peoples. For us who are gathered to worship and praise you. For all of your servants who live out your gospel. fragrant weather that nourishes all of creation. Keep watch on our loved ones and keep us from danger. For all the beloved who rest in your mercy. Help us, comfort us all of our days. Great and merciful God, source and ground of all goodness and life, give to your people the peace that passes all understanding and the will to live your gospel of mercy and justice through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. God, remember us in your love and teach us to pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done. On earth as in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. Save us from the time of trial and deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, power, and glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. Let us bless our God. Praise and thanks to you. May God, Creator, bless us and keep us. May Christ be ever light for our lives. May the Spirit of love be our guide and path for all of our days. Go in peace. Jesus meets you on the way. Thanks be to God.